earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those cross-watching, welcome to your tarot love messages. We're going to take a look and see whether your person is the right person for you. So the person that you're currently in a relationship with, the person that you're currently connected with, we wanted to see if this is the individual that is right for you. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say. So think of your person and we'll go from there. Okay, this is someone who's very drawn to you. Okay, someone who's very, they find themselves very attracted to you, physically, emotionally, spiritually. They feel themselves being pulled towards you. Okay, however, I do see that this is a connection that hasn't necessarily been healthy. Okay, it may have been a bit of an emotional roller coaster. It may have been a bit of an unhealthy, a toxic relationship here. Things started very quickly with you and this person. There was this instant connection. There was this instant attraction towards each other. It's almost like the two of you just gravitated towards each other. It's almost like the both of you were like under a spell, hypnotized by each other's energy and this like magnetic pull, this magnetic energy that you feel towards one another. So things started off very quickly. However, there may have been, or there may still be, some inconsistencies in the energies. Okay, so even though things may have started off quickly, the relationship may have ended just as quickly, or things may have fallen apart just as quickly. This could be an ex that you are thinking about. This could be someone that then there may be an ex girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, or an ex-fling that you've far flung. Okay, so this person may not necessarily be in your life. The devil could represent the ex here. Otherwise, the devil, he doesn't do love. He doesn't. The devil is more about lust and infatuation. So it could tell us that there's a lot of, passion, intoxication. You guys are addicted to one another, intoxicated with one another, really consumed by each other. However, it's lust that hasn't necessarily eventuated into love yet. So it's primarily based on attraction, on physical attraction, on infatuation. And, the Eight of Wands might potentially be telling us that there is room in this connection for it to be more than what it is. However, I feel like that someone here is hesitating to, to explore the depths of this connection further. Someone here is hesitating to move into a different territory of this connection. The both of you might be really co-reliant and codependent on one another. The both of you might really be... so much so that you're kind of losing, you feel so close, so connected to each other that sometimes it almost feels like you're the same person. You share the same thoughts and feelings, you just feel like you're one. Okay, it could be a twin flame. Okay, this person could be your twin flame, and this could very well be a twin flame journey. It could be that the both of you are really consumed by each other, so much so that you're losing your sense of identity. You're losing your sense of individuality in this relationship. The past is big, and I don't know if that's because this person is the past. This person represents, what you've had in the past is an ex, or that's because there is an ex that is circling around your person, or an ex that's circling around you. Could also be that this person, the reason why as to what this person hesitates to move things forward with you is because the ex may still be in the picture for them, or they may potentially be holding space in their life for an ex. So maybe they haven't necessarily gotten over the ex. Okay, maybe they one day think that they will reunite with their ex, and this is why they might be reluctant to move things forward with you. Maybe on a subconscious level they're holding space for an ex to come back into their life, because it just feels like this person, they want this with you, they want you, but they might not necessarily want a relationship. This could be someone who's a fluctuating presence in your life, someone who comes in and out, someone who, this person isn't necessarily healthy for your relationship, or they're not necessarily, what you have is a bit of an unhealthy, toxic relationship with each other. The word toxic gets thrown around a lot, doesn't it? It's not to say that this person is poison, or what you have with this person is poison. By no means that's what it means. It's more that there are certain things, there are certain traits of envy or jealousy, controlling behavior, resentment, dishonesty, patterns of disrespect, negative behaviors, emotions, behaviors, okay, and it could even be beliefs, maybe like toxic beliefs about the relationship to begin with as well. Some of you think that, you know, some of these signs that are coming up, some of the signs of this toxic relationship, you might think are absolutely normal. And I feel like some of you are not necessarily communicating about it as well, because you're not comfortable communicating openly and clearly with one another. Someone here doesn't feel necessarily safe expressing their emotions, their anger, their insecurity within the relationship, within the connection, because they feel hints, or they feel an energy of someone here not trusting them, or someone here being very critical or judgmental in a way. You have to be able to state your feelings openly and honestly, and you have to make it clear that the other person is not necessarily obligated to those feelings, okay? I'm also seeing someone here is holding this relationship hostage. So they're, you know, it's like emotional blackmail from what I'm seeing, or there's a lot of unnecessary drama that I see in the relationship, in this connection. There's a lot of negative thoughts or feelings that aren't necessarily being communicated from what I'm seeing here, and it's threatening the future, the entire future of this relationship, okay? So a lot of negative thoughts, feelings, emotions. Someone is suppressing their true thoughts and their true feelings, and that's also what's creating this energy of mistrust and manipulation and infidelity. So are they the right person for you? I mean, you can make a toxic relationship, you can work on a toxic relationship, but it has to be both people, it has to be both partners involved, you know, being equally committed to working through things, okay? To working through things, they have to be equally committed to working on the relationship, being open with each other, being honest and transparent with one another. It can be fixed, okay? But you both need to be able to alter your ways, and I think that and you both need to be invested in creating healthier patterns. That's what's going to help, you know, this connection along the way. There is a bit of a tower moment that you might be going through right now, or there's, you know, one or several tower moments that you've had with this person, and if you guys continue to go about things in the same way that you've had, those tower moments are only going to keep popping up and up again until you're going to get to a stage where you can just no longer tolerate it. So there's absolutely patterns that I see that aren't healthy, individual patterns, and perhaps patterns of this relationship that aren't necessarily healthy, that are absolutely impacting the relationship negative. So you guys need to, you know, interrupt those unhealthy patterns. So like controlling, you know, obsessive behavior, insecurity, codependency, avoiding, right? Avoiding talking about, you know, your feelings, avoiding talking about, you know, what's causing the relationship. Toxic people and toxic relationships, they can absolutely change. But in order for, in order for someone to want to change, they must absolutely see that there is a problem first, right? So they can then find that motivation to change, to bring about that change. So, this person might have come into your life to help you grow, to help you evolve, to help you discover things about yourself, about, how you behave in a romantic relationship, how you connect with others. I feel like there's a lot of growth in this connection, and that there is a lot of potential that this connection holds. But I see that I feel like the past has a really strong, firm grip on someone here. And I see that the past is somehow interfering with this connection, or the past is interfering with, moving this connection forward. So if you don't see, there's red flags that have popped up, but if you don't see any improvements, if you guys do decide to work on things, and if you don't necessarily see any improvements after some time, then what it means is that the toxicity that the two of you have going on, that the toxicity is just too much to overcome, and that's when it's probably a good idea to go separate ways, to part ways. Some relationships, it's true, some relationships can be just too toxic to salvage, but other times, the relationship can be worked on and people can change. Alright guys, so these are your messages. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye for now.